Hello again, folks. I just want to talk to you about who gets the marital home during the divorce. You're probably wondering that, so let's talk about it. Hi, my name is attorney Anthony Spratley. I am the owner and founder of Genus Law Group here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we practice law throughout the state of New Mexico. Now, I've been involved in divorce cases where the most important asset that they may have that's part of the marriage is the community residence or the marital home that was purchased during the marriage. And usually, especially in markets like markets that we have today, the housing market, usually the home has appreciated in value, especially if the marriage is a long-term marriage, right? Anything over 5 years, there's probably some appreciation of that asset in value. And so what do you do if you want to stay in the home and let's say the other person wants to leave? So usually what happens, along with a lot of other things, but just to keep it basic, that if you decide that you want to remain in the home and there's equity in the home, your partner, your soon-to-be ex-spouse, is entitled to half of the equity in the home, right? The community interest in that home. And so if you have the means to be able to write that person a check to give them their interest in the community home, or if you can refinance the home, that is a way that you can keep the home, right? Now, what happens if the other party wants to keep the home because you can't afford to stay in the home? Well, the reverse is true, right? So if that other person wants to stay in the home, they have to buy you out of your interest as well, right? Very similar to what you would have to do for them, they would have to do for you. Now, what if neither of you can afford to buy out the other party, right? Because of some credit issues, or maybe you don't make enough income. What usually happens with the home, but you really want to stay in the home? Well, if you can't reach an agreement, and usually I say if you can't reach an agreement on the home at the time that the divorce is finalized, then you should not have this open issue of what to do with the house, right? Sometimes people come up with ideas like, well, maybe we'll wait 1 or 2 years or 3 years until we get back on our feet, and then we'll decide what to do. I'm totally against that. I know a lot of judges don't like that as well. Other attorneys don't like doing that. They want things to be final at the time that the divorce is complete. And so usually if the parties can't agree, or someone can't afford, neither party can afford to keep the home, maybe you're upside down on the house and there's no equity, most people decide, look, let's just sell the house, right? So you sell the house. If there's any proceeds, then you split the proceeds less any expenses. If the house is upside down and if there's a debt, then both parties agree to divide up the debt. And so folks, there are ways to stay in the home. If you decide that you want to stay in the home and there's an agreement that you can buy out the other party's interest. Likewise, if you want to leave the home and give it to the other party, they can buy you out of your interest. And if neither of you can afford to stay in the home because of life circumstances, then you can both agree to sell the home. In any of those scenarios, it should be final. Whatever you decide to do with that marital residence, it should be final at the time that the divorce is finalized. All right, folks, that's all I have. If you're in a place where you can subscribe, please do so. If you like it as well, please hit the like button. If you know anyone that would benefit from receiving content like this, please share this with them. Also, you can go to our website to get other family law content at www.genuslawgroup.com. And also, we have a podcast that you can listen to other content that is related to this topic as well. All right, folks, that's all I have. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.